And we got bananas in chat from Iron Dacker Bros, Sonin on Twitch, Nova Steel MC, Immy1000, Surprise T, Block Engineer 3, Gun 301, and that is about all. Cap the Dragon. Some of you have crazy difficult names to read. Did you know that? You know, where's Steve? Steve, where are you at in chat? Can't Steve put bananas in chat? That's easier to read. To be fair, I mostly read the subscribers because I see the banana icon and then I recognise the name because I get noises in my ear. I'm familiar with it. It's easier. But these days, the chat's been pretty fast, so it's pretty hectic to try and read all the bananas. But I appreciate it because the bananas let me know that we're live on the twitch.tv/theassumer. What do I need to bring with me? Probably some of these, some of those, maybe. Definitely some of them. We're going to just be gathering resources and building up our supply a little bit today, peeps. That is all. Yeah, because that's the last of my sand, although I do have some over here. I like to say very stocked up on sand. Also, didn't I make a load of glass over here a while ago? Let's do things in the smarter order. Okay, so I'm going to put that in there. And I am just going to smelt the entire box. Or not, because it's over there now. I'm going to do this a little bit on the manual side as well, just because when I built that smelter I just didn't really think it through, and it's like the world's worst smelter, basically. So we'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Possibly more than that. Anyway, I'm going to wander around there and put the sand in to be smelted. To be smelted! We got noises in the air! We got Hadigo, subscribing with Amazon Prime. Razor Bros, subscribing with Amazon Prime. Sir Cairo, resubscribing for 2 months, saying, hello, I am Steve. Just call me Steve, it's easier that way. Thank you, Steve, for subscribing. That was easy, wasn't it? Why can't everyone be called Steve? We also got Steve here, resubscribing for 2 months as well. Actually, that's ML Deg. Thank you so much for your support. Appreciate it. I'll listen to those pistons far enough in the background there. Also today, StarCraft music again. I love it. I wish it could be StarCraft music every day. I'm in charge of the stream. I mean, if I wanted it to be. Who's to say it can't? Yeah, I should have brought more stacks than that with me. See, now it's just going to be filling up the first 2. It's such a silly system. But anyway, we'll take advantage of that glass later on for a project. We have Iron Dacker Bro gifting a sub to AV10. Thank you so much for gifting the sub, Iron Dacker Bro. Appreciate it. Very kind of you to do that. Do we need to sleep? Is it night time? I don't know. Who else is online? I'm the only one online. Yeah, thank you for gifting the sub. We've got System Z here, subscribing with Amazon Prime. System Z, thank you so much for your subscription. I appreciate it. I would like to take off the ground. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, there's trees over here. There's trees. I will chop them down. And turtles. We also have Bellanet, or Bellanity, resubscribing for 12 months. Goldie face right there in chat saying, woohoo! Mad love to you and your work. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support. I appreciate it ever so much, peeps. You know that. We've got Trest subscribing with Amazon Prime, and High Brass has subscribed as well. Thank you ever so much. I hope y'all are doing well. I'm doing good. Had a good day. Was really hoping to do a lot more recording today, but did barely anything. I've noticed lately I just spend so much more time. I don't know. It always feels like you've got less time to do what you want, right? But I really do feel like I'm always cooking and eating and working out, it seems. Like I'm always moving about. And I don't know, just yeah, like I've done a lot today, but not a lot of it has been recorded. So I don't have a flint and steel. I guess one's probably in one of these backpacks, isn't it? There it is. There it is, right there. Ooh, there it is, right there. What's that from? What is that from? Oh, I know what it's from. It's from White Chicks. He says something about being on like a Christmas list, and then his little friend goes, "Oh, there it is, right there." Just pulls out his Christmas list. Oh, that's a terrible movie. It's one of those like bad but hilarious movies. Alright, we got Ninja Knight BTW, subscribe with Amazon Prime. We got Dowbury Princess 59107, also subscribing with the Prime. And Randy Nicole 2002 for 54 months in a row. Amazing. Thank you so much, Randy. I appreciate it. Lucrio says, what is your favourite food? What is my favourite food? You know, I was just planning out my meals for tomorrow, and you know, I either go shopping tomorrow or the day after, but I've got, you know, enough for some meals, and I was thinking, what else could I have to eat? I haven't had enchiladas in a while. I could nip down to the shop and get an enchilada box and prep some of the food myself. But I kind of need to do recording and not cooking. And do you know what? The problem is, if you don't cook food yourself, you always end up with just lower quality food, like nutritionally speaking. So I kind of like want to cook my own food every day, right? Fresh fruit and veg and all that. Right, let's do a little bit of math. No, not math. No, let's not do any math. Like, there will be no math. I'm in the overworld, so those are the coordinates where we need to put a portal in the Nether. So we don't want to go through it and accidentally create one or have it generate one. It will probably just hook up with Mumbo's or mine, but we'll go figure out where this is in the Nether. It's probably going to be very close to my own Nether tunnel, isn't it? So that'll be a good place for us to start, I guess. Oh, it's not that side, it's the opposite. Whoo, 3 hearts, jeez. Block Engineer 3 is here, resubscribed for 2 months in a row. Thank you so much. We've got Sky Guy 556 subscribing with Amazon Prime. Thank you for your support. It's always appreciated, peeps. What are the portals for, says the bad me? They're for going from the overworld dimension into the Nether dimension. And vice versa. That's how portals work. Okay, so that's what we've got there. Let's also use that. Okay, so we're pretty close to it. X number needs to be 143. Oh, wait, that was the right direction. So it almost lines up with that, is what I'm thinking. Although it's kind of actually probably closer to the middle of this. And our next number is 129, so it's literally here that we could put the portal. Now I don't know if that's the middle, but 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 6 on that side, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 6 on that side. Pretty much put a portal right here then. I'd like to knock it back maybe 1 block. Put steps at the bottom. You know, there's not a lot of flexibility here to make it look terribly interesting. Maybe when 1.13 is here, we change this entire tile right here for some honey blocks or something like that. That could be a cool way to do it. Horace says, X, did you send out another invitations for Hermitcraft? Yes, I've sent out another round of the old, you know, monthly invitations to join the server. Look, I'm the only one online. Please come and play on Hermitcraft. Check your email and your inbox. Check the spam in case it got deleted. And look for your Hermitcraft invite, you know. You know. How many months in a row and no one else will join us? I can't believe it. Oh well. You know. Maybe better luck next month with the old Hermitcraft invitations, right? Right? We got 123 Iron Hundert, resubscribed for 8 months, and Jessica2901 for 40 months in a row. It's an emerald thing in the face. Emerald thing in the face. 40 months, what is that even? That's derp infection right there. Go consult a medical professional. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna rip this out and put a portal in this space. And there will of course need to be blocks directly behind this eventually. For now we'll just make it the same colour as in front. X, got your cuppa, says Mistress Mayhem. Mistress Mayhem! Of course I got a cup of tea! Who do you think I am? Funny story. I actually don't have a cup of tea. And I hadn't had one all day. Yeah, I haven't had one all day, and I just thought, I don't really fancy a tea. And then as soon as I got ready to start streaming, I was like, I really fancy a tea. So well done me and my indecisive mind. I had 2 coffees earlier today. So one of the things it's supposed to be safe to do when you're working out, I mean safe, it does not in any way sound unsafe. But one of the things you can supplement for working out is caffeine. And the idea is that you can have a more productive workout because you feel more energetic. You have a bit more juice in the tank, right? So I had a cup of coffee. I say coffee, it was a chocolate mocha, my favourite. So I thought, yeah, I've been waiting to try this, and I'll do it today. So I had 1 cup, and I knew that 2 cups is what I heard, you know, is the good dose to try. So I had 1, and then as I was about to go work out, I realised that I had to go walk the dog. I just saw it on my phone, and I was like, oh yeah. So I had another one. I thought, well, I'll walk the dog and I'll have another one and play with the dog for a bit. And so I had two coffees before working out. And I tell you what, I didn't feel like anything special, anything different. Okay, that was job number 1, by the way, was just to create that. So, mochas are amazing. Have you had the bonfire spice stuff from Costa? Equal Cosmos sauce. I haven't. I've never really tried any of the special fancy stuff. I'm just like, I know I like that one. Give me that one. Yeah, anyway, so I tried that and I was like, doesn't really make much of a difference. Not much of a difference at all. We've got a noise in the ear from Hi Brass, who's gifted a sub to Power JLP. Hi Brass, thank you for gifting the sub. And Power JLP, you are now a subscriber here. Thank you for supporting the community, I appreciate it. Lombi Tan says, do you have a beard? I do indeed have a beard. Right, this is one of the things on my list. So now I go and I cross it off, right? And I guess the next thing we could work on, do a little bit of buildy stuff. I don't know. I really don't know what to do today. I think we'll go gather a couple boxes of sand because I did want to work on the pirate project a little bit. And while we're there, we'll fill up some shulker boxes. So let's just kick this one off for some grinding, you know? Let's just kick this off for some grinding. We got Trainers CSMC subscribing with Amazon Prime. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Cool Def says, do you age between 30 and 40? Yeah, I can confirm that you will age between the ages of 30 and 40. You'll also age between the ages of zero to whatever. Oh, I'm taking the mick. No one knows my age. It's a total secret. You know, I've never talked about, you know, growing up listening to nu metal or anything in any way that could tell you how old I am. You know, it's just a mystery. People don't know. Not even my own mother. Did I go past the ball? No, I went past the Halloween portal that Joe had decorated. Riggs Diggs says, I can confirm that you age a lot between 30 and 40. Yeah, don't professionals, don't those smarty pantses that did loads of research on math and calculating, they say that you age about 10 years between 30 and 40. I mean, they're so smart, those lot. I don't know how they figure it out, to be honest. Okay, that's Biffa's one, isn't it? Then there's that one. Oh, and wait, isn't the portal on the opposite side? Whatever will I do? Whatever will I do? We got Mickey's Gun here, resubscribing for 8 months. I didn't know a gun could resubscribe, saying, hey X, much love dude, quick question for you. Never played modded before and Iscal's new series got me interested. Can you recommend any mod packs for beginners or helpful ways to teach myself more about modded? As someone who is basically clueless with modded Minecraft, even though I've played it many times, Direwolf is a name that comes to mind. I could never learn from his videos, but then I can't learn from anyone's videos, so Hypnotized, fellow hermit, another person who's well versed in the modded. Maybe watching them will teach you. But you know the deal, just go to YouTube and search, you know, modded Minecraft tutorials. What you'll find with modded Minecraft though is that it's not like vanilla or Java. It's not consistent. There's so many different versions, lots of different developers creating mods, updating them at different paces from one another. Mod packs are tweaked and changed, there's all sorts of conflicts, and you can watch a tutorial, open up the mod pack you're playing in, and the whole thing could be completely different. Unfortunately with modded, information is kind of scarce. Like even wikis and things that have tried to be created, they're so difficult to learn from. When I played modded, so often would it be like, I'd try and find the information about the mod, and when I finally found something, it was out of date, or like, it wasn't the same as what I was experiencing in games. So learning modded can be tricky. As for recommending a mod pack, I could only really just recommend some of the ones that I played because I had a good time with them. That's about it, you know, because I'm not really a modded expert. But best of luck on your modded Minecraft adventures. Oh look, we made some friends. Oh, the rabbits love me. Oh, why do they love me, peeps? Why do they love me? Look. Hello. Let's see. We've got loads of noises in the air. We've got Airman891 subscribing with Amazon Prime. Airman, thank you for your Prime subscription. We've got Always Summer Nathan subscribing 2 months in a row saying, "Hey X." Hey buddy, welcome to the stream. We got Objects C42 subscribing with Amazon Prime. We got Cookie Guy 123456 subscribing with Amazon Prime. We got Mushy Pear 12 subscribing as well. Not with the Prime, that one. That's just a regular old subscription. Thank you ever so much, everyone, for your support. We also got Shakespeare, the one and only 92i. Not the one and only, the 92. The 92th? The 92nd. Get it right. Can't believe it's been 3 months. Love your talks. Always great conversations here. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you like the talks. Speaking of which, I mean, what do y'all want to talk about today? I'm here. I'm hanging out. What's up? What's been going on in the world, you know? Are y'all subscribed to that Asuma Says channel? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Don't go anywhere. Don't tune out. No, don't close the window. Bam. Asuma Says, I got a new channel, peeps. Go subscribe to it. You know the deal. YouTube/C/Asuma Says. And we put out a video yesterday about the announcement of the PlayStation 5 that was kind of well received. A couple of things I didn't actually mention in the video that I realised later is that it is called the PS5. Like, I kind of just expected and accepted that it would be the PlayStation 5. Of course, they could have called it the PlayStation V or the PlayStation Infinity or the PlayStation 720 361. I don't know. But they decided to stick with the numbers, which is cool. I kind of like that. I think they've got a very, very strong brand and identity, and it kind of just makes so much sense to keep the numbers ticking over, really. Rick and Morty Season 4, says Talahafa. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It isn't out yet, right, though? November. Patiently awaiting over here. I've been watching Big Mouth. That's like the 3rd season of that show. That show is utterly hilarious. Like, I watch, you know, when I sit down to eat, I always watch something, but not a lot of stuff gets me in stitches. That show gets me in stitches. It's hilarious. Totally recommend it. They dropped a trailer for Rick and Morty. Yep, I saw that. Just more of a teaser than a trailer, right? And they advertised, I think, 5 episodes, yet they've been chalked up for 10. So I think they're doing like a split season thing. I think South Park do that, right? Don't they? Every season of South Park is like half the episodes in the fall and then half the episodes in like January. What do you think of foldable phones, says Snakier Fiber? I'm not terribly interested in them. I was thinking about something earlier. Today. So back in the 80s, you would have had like lots of devices for things that now kind of like just fit in your phone. So you would have had like a VCR camcorder to record video. You would have had an answering machine, a telephone. Like all of these things were separate from one another, and they've all kind of been like condensed into one little thing that sits in your pocket. And I was thinking earlier about like the Fitbit, and what if the Fitbit was the phone, or what if you could have like Fitbit technology without it having to be attached to your wrist? Because I was looking at getting a new Fitbit. I've actually wanted to get one for a while, but the only reason I'm not getting one is because I haven't got anyone to give my current Fitbit to. Like, I don't want to just get a Fitbit and then this one just sits in a drawer or something, right? Like, I want to find someone who wants to use it and give it to them. And so I was just thinking about how this new one's kind of got like a bigger screen than my current one, and it kind of shows you like a lot of stuff that your mobile phone does, like weather. And I was thinking through like, so do I want that? Is that going to be convenient? And I realised what's cool about it is that you don't have to pull your phone out of your pocket. It's sort of available on your wrist. You don't have to press any buttons and open up like your phone, type in your passcode, stuff like that. And it got me thinking, like, what if you had a phone, just a regular phone, think of your phone, except on the back you also had a touchscreen. So you got one on either side. The one on the back's smaller, it's, you know, not a fancy super duper display. But the one on the back just turns on when you move the phone, right? You don't have to type in a passcode, right? And then you could put things on there that are super convenient for you. I was just thinking, is that a good idea? You know? Are Samsung gonna offer me a job? Samsung, if you're listening, come on. Screen on both sides of the phone already, you know? Anyway, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, not a proper screen for doing proper stuff. Just maybe you have control over it, like you choose what apps can be accessed, and perhaps it's like low resolution, doesn't suck up a lot of energy, but just, you know, pulling your phone out your pocket and having access to stuff without having to type the passcode or whatever. Maybe, now that I say it, it's like, I know I'm old school, I'm still typing in my passcode, and some people just put their thumb on it and they got the old thumb reading technology and open it up that way. So if you think about it, if you use that, if it's like you put your thumb on the phone, then you press your home button and everything you might want is on your home button, probably not worth having. Sorry, Samsung, I've wasted your time. Oh, this interview's gone terribly, Samsung. I didn't think through my idea enough, you know? Oh dear. Foldable phones are already made. Flip phones, says Airman. Flip phones are what we call flip phones, and foldable phones are the new thing, right? So I don't think anyone called flip phones foldable phones back then, but maybe they did. Foldable phones are like basically two phones folded. Sorry, folded? Well, they are folded together, but like glued together, I guess. You know? Job interview 10 out of 10, says Mio. Thanks. I got the job. Well, 10 out of 10 isn't getting the job, is it? You know, they can say 10 out of 10, but there's the exit. We got noises in the ear from Doana Match Shuna. Subscribe with Amazon Prime. Solstice FC has subscribed. Songbird T is here for 23 months in a row. One more for that diamond face saying, greetings, X. Stopping in for a bit to listen to the stream and get some of the good talks in real time. Excuse me. These talks aren't very good today, you know. I just tried to convince everyone in chat that they needed a second screen on their phone, right? Get it? That opens slightly quicker than the other screen. What a terrible idea. Didn't think it through. Wobsonator is here for 35 months in a row. My goodness me. Thank you everyone ever so much, as always, for your tremendous support. Truly do appreciate it. Surprise T says, X, what do you think of the loot boxes and microtransactions in gaming? There's a good one. What do I think of those things? I inherently don't like loot boxes because they are essentially gambling. And after having these things around for years and years and years and having scandals with, like, you know, YouTubers tricking their audience into using these things from their own websites, I heard it on the radio the other day that, like, you know, the legal level of society is starting to catch up with all of this and are discussing making loot boxes the same as gambling. I mean, why does it take so long for these things to get noticed sometimes? It's crazy. But I would consider some of microtransactions to be predatory, and loot boxes I consider to be gambling. Of course, depends on how they're implemented, but I really do think it plays into the same sort of psychology as gambling, and money is involved, and, you know, they can aim it at kids. It all seems so very wrong to me. As for microtransactions, I've actually watched quite a lot of edutainment. You know, the old edutainment channels, keeping you informed about what's going on. There's a lot of psychology behind microtransactions and a lot of tactics that are there to essentially milk your money, right? But that can be quite a dangerous thing. They're using your own psychology against you, you know. Kind of like how the food industry works with fast food and stuff. They know how to get you hooked on their product. And with microtransactions, I think there needs to be, like, rules and regulation on what's acceptable to do, because people can't help themselves sometimes, you know. They get just kind of addicted to stuff, especially computer games. Loads of people get addicted to computer games, and microtransactions, they can suck a lot of money. And a lot of those mobile games that you see that are like free to play and then offer up microtransactions that are optional, they often have a business strategy where they target what they call whales, which is where they, like, try and find someone who gets hooked on the game to basically be their main customers. So rather than have a business model where you got lots of customers purchasing constantly, they tend to just lock in on the people with like poor impulse control, that get addicted to a game and spend lots and lots of money, and they design the systems, you know, to trigger dopamine. They literally design games to trigger off the dopamine rushes. Like, everyone's played a clicker game, right? Cookie Clicker, or I played one called Bitcoin Billionaire once, and man, all you do is click, but like the numbers keep ticking up, and then you have the option occasionally to, like, you know, buy this thing that makes the number go up faster, and it's like, it's strangely alluring. And then after like playing it for an hour, you have to be like, I have done nothing with my life. What have I achieved? This number goes up faster and faster. In a weird way, Factorio is a little bit like that, but Factorio gets you really engaged in, you know, like using your mind to actively solve problems and puzzles. These games often literally just reward you for clicking, and so they have these microtransactions built in. But they also have other types of games as well that I've learned about, where they have waiting mechanics. So I'm sure some of you play games where it's free, but you always have to wait, and if you pay, you can do that thing you're waiting for a little bit faster. That's another strategy that gets used, and I don't know where I stand on that one, because it seems a little bit sly, but it's hard to paint it in a dark light, you know, paying to speed the process of the game up, but then the game is designed to be slow unless you play, so it's all rather peculiar. Right, let's turn it over to chat. Imee1000 says, kids with parents' credits card can be a problem. Always a problem, isn't it? And a lot of these companies, I've heard stories about them making it all too easy for kids to, you know, basically they don't put a lot of security checks in place, and even when things look fishy, they kind of allow these transactions, right? They might even be, you know, targeting. There might be some companies out there literally targeting a demographic like that. I can't say for sure, it wouldn't surprise me. They artificially slow down the game after giving you enough excitement to get you interested, says Double Moses. Yep, and then that's when you reach to your wallet, because you want that dopamine rush. You want that building to finish being built again. You know? What's your opinion on the Minecraft Bedrock emote system? It's very random. I don't know what that is actually, but I do know that Minecraft has slowly had microtransactions brought to it in the Bedrock market. I'm never really a fan of it. I'm certainly pleased that they found a way to have people in different creative avenues turn what they do into a career, as in the way that mine has, right? You know, people like map makers were never able to make money off of what they were doing until the marketplace kind of solved that for them. But, you know, the Bedrock marketplace uses the same predatory tactics I've seen elsewhere. Maybe not all of them, maybe it's not as bad, but one of the big ones that they do, companies, to make money, is they conflate the value of the currency. So you don't pay for stuff with IRL currency, you pay for it with, like, you know, I don't know what they call them, but like Minecraft coins, right? So you buy 300 Minecraft coins for $10, and then a map is 120 Minecraft coins, and then, you know, it kind of adds a bit of math in there where you're going to be too lazy to calculate, or maybe it's a little bit too tricky depending on what the numbers are. Like, off the top of your head, you're not really sure what you're paying for stuff, and that is a deliberate tactic in order to get more money out of people. I'm sure there's been research done on it, you know, that you spend more when you don't know what you're spending, basically. Minecoin apparently is what it's called. I see. We got noises in the ear from Chaos Plays, subscribe with Amazon Prime, and Cutie Pie Kitten is here for 37 months in a row. My goodness me, 37. Thank you so much, Cutie Pie Kitten. I appreciate it. Hey X, just wondering, are you a bit of a computer geek like myself? If so, what system are you running at the moment? I'm not really. I'm quite sort of knowledgeable, I guess, on computer stuff, but that's just because I use them so much. I kind of want to know what's going on, you know? I'm looking at chat for more opinions on the whole gaming stuff that we talked about just a second ago. Looks like someone's been over here as well, tearing this place up. I'm going to start Are we out of beacon range? I'm going to stand over here for a second and see where the things are. Loot boxes aren't gambling because you always get something. Same as Pokemon card pack. In gambling, you might not get something. However, in loot boxes and card packs, you always get something. Says Monkey Mans. I don't think they gamble. They define gambling by that. Gambling is essentially handing over your money for a reward where you might get nothing or less than what you paid for, right? So the fact that you get something, it still falls into that same category that you might get more, which is why you do it, right? It's a gamble. You buy a loot box, you might get something good, you might get just the basic thing. I mean, if all gambling places said, we're not gambling places because for every bet you get a penny back at least, the government are gonna go, they're not gonna go, oh, you're not gambling anymore, you know? Like, no, that's not a good argument for it, in my opinion. Okay, let's start mining some clay. Can I, from this height, go all the way up to where that red stuff was? Looks like I can. Yeah, okay, so we'll do it that way. We'll go under and then we'll go up. Someone copied the definition of gambling from, like, Wikipedia or something. Gambling is usually defined as a game of chance where the reward is money, says Soy Mum. It's like Iscal's run game. You might get something great or a poop box or nothing, says Big Papa House. Yeah, Iscal's run game is gambling. You know, it's quite easy. Gambling's always just an easy one to go to when it comes to mini games. And whenever I'm thinking of mini games, like, there's always like some cool mechanic that I want to get people interested in. And then quite often you can just kind of go, you know, make it a gamble. And I never really kind of want to drift to that. I might have done some games where I've done a gamble system, but I kind of most of the time consciously stop myself from that and think I don't actually want to do like a gambling mini game on Hermitcraft. I don't want to promote that in any way. And you know, speaking about the old addiction, we've already got a hermit who's addicted to it. Kralis is always going on about play and run. Cracks me up. Could loot boxes played with bitcoins be banned as gambling without accepting bitcoins as real currency? I don't think you can work around what's gambling or not by what currency you're using. I'm pretty sure if there were, you know, if there were restrictions or legislation made around loot boxes, they'd be pretty concrete on the old currency. I don't know. It just doesn't sound like a good argument. Like, I'm not gambling because I'm using a different currency, you know? BrewX says, although run is gambling, it's a family-friendly gamble, with Iscal being pretty sweet with the rewards at least. Yeah, it's all in good spirit. It's not a mean. No way like having a go at run or anything. It's perfectly fine, I think. It is also gambling, and it's not the worst kind of gambling, that's for sure. I think even Iscal himself says it's like loot boxes, yeah. Okay, let's chuck these things in here. Those things over there. And then keep picking them up. Word games to get around it are dumb, says Double Moses. Yeah, possibly. I mean, since I'm so against it, let's hear some more people who want to be pro loot box, if you like. Are you pro loot box? Let us know why. I mean, I like a discussion. I'm up for listening to a different point of view. I'd be pretty settled on my position, though, based on the kind of things I've seen about these loot boxes and whatnot. Jessica says, I'm pro butt box. Not butt boxes, come on. Jeez. Pixelberry says loot boxes are good for skins and things. It's sort of besides the point, like it's gambling is the idea, so I don't think the outcome should be a reason to say it's good. Like, there are gambling sites out there that offer prizes like, you know, a house or a villa. Don't know who wins them. Probably no one. It's probably a scam. But, like, that's got little to do with it, in a way. You will rarely find an average person in favour of predatory loot boxes, as they are not to profit from it. But if you ask Valve if they like loot boxes, of course they would say they love them, says Dit Toucher. Yeah, that's a good point, and someone who plays and enjoys loot boxes would probably defend them as well, right? That's kind of an instinctive response, is the emotional one. Like, if you enjoy this stuff, you're kind of like emotionally attached to it, and so you'd probably be in defence of it. If I were to try and think of like a situation where that would be flipped for me, what have I enjoyed that I've then later gone, oh, this is bad for me? You know, like, to try and think of something like that, well, eating would be one. I'm not sure if that really quite translates, but, you know, I could eat pizza and ice cream every day, right? But eventually I kind of realised, no, this isn't the proper way to eat. So, despite the fact that I would love to keep eating pizza and ice cream, I don't. So, I'm not really sure if that's quite the same, but perhaps if, you know, someone turns the light on something you like and says you shouldn't really be doing this, like, we all react differently to it, right? Don't take my dopamine away! No! Says Misso12. Is there a course in mathematics for loot boxes? So, is it legal? You know, like, gambling is legal. It's just the legality around children, like age. Because, like, gambling can be, you know, addictive. It can be a problem. It can ruin people's lives. And especially, like, younger children don't really understand what they're doing when they're gambling. So that's the reason there are age limits on this stuff. So there can certainly be a course on it, because even if they do, like, start to remove loot boxes from games, it's probably going to be in the form of, like, serious checks to make sure that people involved are adults, basically. Gambling is illegal in many countries and multiple states in the US, says Soy Mum. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's completely illegal in some places, right? Like, people travel out of state for sports events to gamble and bet. And that's why you have Las Vegas. It becomes like a vacuum for people gambling and betting. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. Over here in the UK, gambling is legal if you're above the age of 18, I believe. So there's like bookies everywhere and it becomes part of the culture. You just sort of think of it in that way. But yeah, in some places it's totally illegal as well. I mean, is that right? Is it actually, like, totally illegal in some states, or just certain types of it are illegal? What's the deal with that, peeps in the States? X would like to know. X, in Belgium there is a lot of regulation on loot boxes. This is why the new Call of Duty is not available here. Well, that kind of sucks. It's just not available. They didn't make it available without loot boxes? Probably make most of their money from it. Fun fact, it's illegal to play cards on uniform in my military because of the fear of addiction to gambling. We can get fined for bringing cards to the base. Wow, that's crazy, cats. I mean, cards are commonly used in gambling. I like some games that are gambling games. Like, I really like Texas Hold'em. Actually, that's probably it. That's just the one I've played, you know. But I've never even gambled like real money on it at all. Not even like a fiver with friends or something like that. I've never gambled a penny in my life. It just seems like completely pointless. X, gambling in some US states is allowed only on Indian Native American reservations. Some states it's totally illegal. Crazy, completely illegal then. Cat says, I never gamble, but I play for like Skittles with friends or something. Skittles? Skittles, the worst kind of gambling. Oh, you're addicted to the sugar and the gambling, Cats. You're double addicted. Oh dear, I pray for you. Cats ain't very happy with that. Oh. I was addicted to the slot machines in Pokemon. I spent hours on it, says AC the Koala. Slot machines. Yeah, they can be addictive, I guess. Right. How much... Oh, cobblestone. How much more of this do we have to dig? Is this one full up yet? This is so quick to gather terracotta. I always forget just how unbelievably quick it is to get loads of it. Ah. Sorry, reading some stuff in chat that's kind of interesting. Should we move the topic on now? Epic Games is the most prime example of the buy our currency to buy stuff with. Most people don't realise that they're spending $10 to $20 on a single skin. Yeah, we talked about that a little bit earlier, about the whole conflating currency idea. It's a common tactic. What's the best Indian curry, says Benton Kells. Now, I was umming and ahhing about getting a curry tomorrow. You know, like one a week, one fast food thing a week. Is that all right? I don't kind of want to overdo it, you know, because I love it. I look forward to something like a curry all the time. But anyway, yeah, like I was literally thinking about it earlier, what I might eat tomorrow. Maybe I'll treat myself to a curry or something, right? I don't know. But what is it? What do I have? Vegetable tikka masala is my favourite, and I've tried like a few of the ones that get hotter beyond the masala, and I never like it. It's always like the heat and the flavour separate for me when I go above a masala. It's like there's taste and then there's just this awful hotness, and I can't seem to find anything above that. But vegetable masala with sag paneer, some onion bhajis, Peshwari naan bread. Oh, so good. So good. It's a feast. It's a feast. One weird cultural mix that tastes great is curry and pasta. I could totally see how curry would mix with pasta, right? Quite often you have pasta and sauce together. Why is this so satisfying, says Rainbow Girl. Well, we got super crazy cool StarCraft music and hypnotic breaking of blocks. I mean, what more could you want? Do you like Southern Indian curry or Northern Indian curry, says It's Carrio. I have no idea if they're Northern or Southern. Just, I love a good curry, you know. Curry and noodles taste great. Yeah, that does sound nice. Oh, I had a Chinese the other day from this place called Chopsticks with an X, because we were on the road, and I didn't get to eat it because I ended up buying too much food, and I sort of looked at all the stuff I brought and I went, yeah, I've got to eat some of this tomorrow then. So I put it in the fridge, and then when I had it the next day, reheated, which is never as nice, it was gorgeous. I had vegetable noodles, they were really tasty, and it had some chicken with it, and it was cooked with salted caramel, and I was like, this is gorgeous. I love Chopsticks, it's amazing, says Dr. Cacti. I certainly liked it. Maybe I'll have Chinese tomorrow. Goodness me. Once a week. That's what I've got to limit it to, right? Once a week. And I'll be fine. X, do you ever have falafel? Yeah, I have falafels quite often. Falafels are great. But checking the calorie count on the old falafels, if you get Moroccan falafels, they seem to be like half the calories, and they also taste better than the other ones. If I can, I get me some... What materials are you gathering and why, says Ruby Pike? I'm gathering the old terracotta and sand, and I'm gathering them because I've run out of terracotta and I've run out of sand. It's really not that exciting. Okay. Duck spring rolls with veg rice, says Memeing Mama. Oh, we got to stop talking about food. My belly's rumbling over here. My belly's rumbling. It's not good. Because I've eaten all I can eat today. You should start a series called Quarry Modded. Wouldn't it be great if I started a series called Quarry Modded and there weren't any quarries or there weren't any mods in it? X, I want to start a YouTube channel. Got any tips? Says Coca41. Yeah, find something you're passionate about to make videos about. And enjoy making those videos. If you don't enjoy making them and you're doing it because you want to be a YouTuber, it might not be for you. YouTube is one of the hardest jobs you'll ever work. But if you love it like I do, it's all you want to do, right? If you ain't got that passion for what you're doing with your videos, it'll quickly just become a job. And I know a lot of young people think that having, you know, numbers and subscribers and followers and all that stuff means something. The thing that means the most is the experience. And the connections as well that you have with your audience. It should be about enjoying whatever it is you're creating. I want that one block. Give it to me! There we go. So, you know, perhaps you are getting into YouTube. Perhaps you are started already. There's a whole world of advice on making content, how to be smart about making it, how to be strategic on YouTube, but it all don't mean anything unless you enjoy what you're doing and you're creating videos that you love to create. And that's the #1 bit of advice for anyone. Gotta love making the YouTube videos, you know. Otherwise, it's just another job. It's just another grind. I made videos for 3 years and I only have 140 subs. What am I doing wrong? Says Ruby Pike. Well, if you've been making them for 3 years and you've been enjoying making them for 3 years, then you're doing something right because, you know, you've enjoyed yourself essentially, right? By the way, we can turn that off. And, you know, wherever the success, if the success comes back to you or not, if you've enjoyed yourself, if you like doing what you're doing, that's its own success. You don't have to worry about how many people are subscribed to you, right? You haven't wasted your time if you've enjoyed doing it. But usually the common symptoms are, the things that no one want to hear, is your videos just might not be that good for other people to watch. It's like an honest thing. So if you're literally thinking, hey, if this, you know, maybe I'm done with this now, and if it doesn't pick up and people don't start subscribing, then I'm done. Then, you know, it might, I don't know who you are, I don't know what kind of content you're creating. You might be creating amazing content. I got no idea, but there is a lot of trash out there, basically, is what I'm saying. Like, and I've seen it, and you know, I've seen videos where you think, does this person know how bad this is? Like, I think it can be really easy to enjoy something so much and then not realise that other people are not having the same experience you are. So again, if you're having a good time, that's all fantastic. But in order to be successful on YouTube, other people need to enjoy it in the way that you enjoy it, right? They need to see what you're seeing and experience that. So, you know, you can have a hard, good look at what you're doing and be honest and like, is this really what other people want to watch? Would I watch this if I wasn't me making it? And the other thing is, change what you're doing as well. Don't do the same thing over and over again. Change it up. Try different editing techniques. Try different approaches to the content that you make. You know, be creative and keep trying until something sticks. The other thing is, you've also got to promote yourself where you can and how and when you can. When I got started on YouTube, it was kind of easy for me because I could go to Planet Minecraft and share my videos there. You can't really do that anymore, but that was a way where, hey, I was just part of a community where people shared videos, and so I shared mine when I started making them, and that kind of got the ball rolling straight away. You know, first video I made, I gained some subscribers, and it just continued. You know, by the end of the week, I had over 100. By the end of the month, I think I might have had 1,000. I can't remember how quickly the first bits were. But the ball certainly got rolling straight away. So that's something to consider, is just, where are you promoting your content? Are you putting it on YouTube and just hoping people stumble across it? Do you tag your videos with words that people might search for to find them? Do you use search terms that are niche? Because, you know, if you type Minecraft in as your search term and it's your first video you've uploaded, chances are it ain't going to do anything in the algorithm. You might have to look for a niche term. Find something that other people aren't creating that people are looking for. I found as long as people can see you're making a real effort in the videos, you'll get some people watching, says Double Moses. Yeah, that's a good point. You know, make what you're doing, the amount of effort you're putting into it, obvious for other people. That is always interesting when you can see someone's put time into something. It makes you want to know where it's going, you know. I don't make videos, but I like pro content, and I get pro in almost every game for a little time, says Crispo. Kesboy says, be creative, says the man who plays Hermitcraft for 6 seasons and never really having changed since season 1. Yes, I watch him since season 1. Kesboy, I mean, interesting point, because I would use that as an example of being creative. I've definitely changed since season 1. Hello YouTube, welcome to Hermitcraft. You know, the game has changed. I've changed my play styles, the way that I do things inside of the game. You can always narrow things. You could go, this YouTuber ain't creative. He's still uploading in the same aspect ratio he was years ago. Oh, your channel name's still the same. You're still using a computer? Come on. Use a different console already. You know? Oh, Kesboy says it was a joke. It's a good joke then, because I'm having fun with it, right? You know, because I'm making it into a joke as well, because it is a joke. Yeah, I mean, you can narrow things down and go, oh, you've done Hermitcraft for 6 seasons in a row. I mean, I wanted to play this for 6 seasons in a row, so it's been a success. Like, we're talking about being creative and stuff in the pursuit of success. There's also being creative in the pursuit of being creative anyway, but I think we filled up all the boxes, right? We filled up all the boxes. Okay, time to go. It's time to go. I need to read some noises in the air, by the way, peeps. Because we had a sub-bomb while I was waffling on there. And I need to scroll back. How? Alright, I think I know where we are. We got another JT for 29 months in a row. Another JT, thank you so much for your tremendous support. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Delicious fluids. Water, specifically. Paul Freeman 20199 is here, subscribing with Amazon Prime. We got XXXXX subscribing with Prime. Isnia Flife is subscribing with Prime. And Pony Hunter is here for 5 months in a row, saying, I enjoy watching you make videos instead of making my own. Glad to catch another stream of yours and hope your day is going on fantastic. Pony Hunter, thank you so much for the lovely message and the support. My day is fantastic until right now. I have a bit of like a belly cramp going on. Not sure what's caused that. Maybe I undercooked my veggies earlier, you know. Maybe I didn't wash the sprouts enough. Right, Pony Hunter is here, gifting a sub bomb. Pony Hunter, thank you ever so much for supporting the community. I appreciate it. Peeps, when you hear your name being read out loud, be sure to say thank you to Pony Hunter. We have Beaver Knight. We have Chinese character symbol things. No idea what that means. If your name is Chinese character symbol things, yeah, that's right, you. You might be a subscriber. Tobias334 has subscribed. Okay, the list just got shuffled down. Acadaean Empire, Atomic Z100, CC Janey, Fen Rickelmo, AC the Koala, who we've interacted with in chat today, and an egg named Greg. An egg named Greg. And Free Doodles. You're all now subscribers. Be sure to throw some love hearts Pony Hunter's way. You can now put love hearts in chat because you are subscribed. You have access to the emotes, like the Butcher name emote. I'm sure there's going to be a few of those flowing around now. Pony Hunter, thank you so much again. We got Fresh Low, subscribe with Amazon Prime. We got Joel Lurch, subscribing with the Prime. Also, I don't know who leaves these beacons behind, but thank you. They're very, very helpful. This place has been decimated, hasn't it? Someone left a bed behind. We've also got J785490 doing cheers, throwing bits, saying, if you get hot potatoes, direct the punishment to Mumbo or Gree, and it would be funny to watch them suffer. If I get hot potatoed, I don't know who I'm going to pick. Maybe someone who hasn't been hot potatoed already, maybe someone who it just happens to be convenient to hot potato. Now, which way is the way out? Oh, I don't know. Are we going to go in the wrong direction? Ah, that way. It's definitely this way. X, have you seen Ahoy's new documentary on the first video game, says Talafa. I haven't watched it yet. I've been kind of put off by it being an hour long. And Ahoy's video is really great. They're the kind of stuff, like, once I watched quite a few of them, they got a little less interesting. So it's on my list, but I just haven't started watching it yet. Maybe I'll get sucked in. The thing with like that type of content though is that, like, all the nostalgic games that I was interested in from my childhood, I've sort of watched all the videos and learned all the things about them. So when stuff like that comes out, it's not really as interesting to me anymore because I've kind of watched a lot on those topics already. Do you have a hot potato? Did I miss something, says AB10? I no longer have the hot potato. Ruby says I promoted myself in 5 different Discord servers. Well, did you promote them in servers where, you know, you're allowed to and people want that? Because, like, Discord servers doesn't sound like a good place to advertise it. In fact, generally, like, these days, a lot of places aren't very favourable to advertise because when a lot of people start advertising everywhere, it tends to just annoy people. When I was advertising my videos, there was, in a strange way, like, enough to go around. Like, not everyone wanted to be a Minecraft YouTuber, and people who were just getting introduced to watching Minecraft stuff were looking for more. And so you would welcome an advertisement back then, but now it's so saturated it doesn't work that way. I did in the self-promo channels, says Ruby Pike. You'll find that they might most of the time just be getting ignored, right? Like, I have one on my Discord server, literally for the purpose that people have a place to do that. Because whenever it happened in public channels, people would get annoyed by it. You know, don't promote here, we're chatting. So people use it, but I doubt it drives them any traffic. I could be wrong, you know. Maybe it works fantastically, and some people get a whole bunch of views and stuff. That's awesome, but I would suspect it's not the case. I'm just going to put the rest of this terracotta in here for now. Good stuff. Okay, let's check the list as well, because I've done that one. I think I'm just going to go work on the Pirate Bay area and put down loads of sand. I could see myself zoning out and doing that for a bit. Oh, this stomach ache is awful. Darth Medi is here, subscribing for 30 months in a row. Darth Medi, thank you ever so much for your support. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. X, thoughts on the new Half-Life game coming this year? Not heard about that. Oh, goodness me, my stomach is really... I'm going to stand up for a second. Oh, let's see if that helps. Hey X, riddle me this. What has a head and a tail but no body? I feel like I've heard that one before. This it feels a little bit better standing up. It does actually feel better standing up. A coin! Oh! A worm! That's not a bad answer, I think. A coin. A quarter. How many diamonds do you have, says Vico? Too many, I can't get rid of them. I was trying to give the other hermits my diamonds and they told me to go away. Play Minecraft standing up, says Exin. I've got a standing desk and I don't think I can put it into standing mode because I'm pretty sure it might rip out some of the cables at the back. I recently got like some new cables back there and started tidying stuff up, and then I never finished setting it up to the point where I could put it in standing mode again. I could try, Everything could go wrong if I put it in standing mode, peeps. Everything could go wrong. Let's give it a try. This would be amazing if this just stopped the stomach aching. Here we go. You asked for it. No one asked for it. I proposed it. I can see this getting about halfway and then I'll be like, nope, can't go any further. Can you hear that sound? That's the sound of a standing desk slowly rising. And me checking all the cables because I do not want anything to come off. It's looking good, peeps. It's actually... oh, now it's starting to look bad. Ooh, what's that one? That's not going to go too much further. That is for that. Oh, it's not going to go any further. It's like halfway up. I can't play like this. Let's try and get it a little bit further. Oh, my stomach still hurts. Oh, it's gone slack. Oh, it's that cable. Alright. No, it can still go further. Alright, we're pushing it now. Wait, what is that cable? It's a different one. Is this good entertainment, peeps? I think we're going to just about be able to do it, you know. Oh, that one looks really stretched. No, it's not. I'm going to come back to the screen and just see like 0 people are watching. That's what's going to happen. It's actually going to go all the way, I think. Woohoo! These cables are stretched. They weren't made for this. Oh my god, it looks like I'm about to rip out. Come on, we've got to be there by now. Okay, I actually don't want to go any higher than that. I think there's only a little bit more to go. Oh! Oh, God. Melissa says, love the honesty. What do you think of people who fears the truth? Like those who don't like you because they call the harsh truth. I love your channel because you are sincere and your opinion on stuff is really cool because of that. I mean, yeah, truth is what's most valuable, I guess. You know, the truth ain't always what you want to hear, but... oh, here's the thing. I can't lift the screen higher. It's going to pull it out. Oh, the song just changed. I thought I'd just broken something. Okay, that actually worked. I can lift the screen, apparently. And that one. Okay, okay. Stretchy cables, but we're doing this. Standing string. Oh, this is not high enough for my my needs. I feel like my hands are going to feel funny after a while. Yeah, this thing hasn't come up all the way. It needs to come up a little bit higher. But hey, you know, it's only going to be for a little while. Also, my stomach still hurts, so this is completely pointless. It's not as bad as sitting down, let's say that. We've got a noise in the ear from AB Amaren, subscribing with Amazon Prime, and an Ark has resubscribed for 20 months, saying so much entertainment. I should subscribe to a table. It would be awesome. Say what? Subscribe to a table? Excuse me. Oh. Oh, goodness me. I think my stomach might be getting worse. Where are we going? Pirate area. Area where they're... where are the pirates? There they are, look. I can see them. On those banners. Why does that stomach hurt? Says Deotic. I wish I knew. I wish I knew. Did you expect someone in chat to have the answer? Just go to the bathroom, X, and let the gases out. I don't feel like I need to go. That's not the problem at all. Hey X, I'm making an Elytra racing map in 1.14, maybe 1.15 when rendering issues are fixed. Do you think people will play something like that? It's a 6 of 10. I think they would. You'd have to make a really good map and then you'd have to promote it. It's kind of like what we were talking about earlier. You know, use Terra Swoop Force as a benchmark. Too much not eating curry, says Flying Villager. That's the problem, isn't it? I haven't had enough curry. Oh, it's awful. You know what, peeps? This isn't working. This bellyache is not going away. Standing feels no better than sitting, and to be honest, I can't really think about anything else other than it right now. It's not what I'm a fan of, but I think I might have to call this one early today. And I plan on streaming Saturday morning, being my next one. But yeah, I'm gutted. I always like a good stream, but I can't take my mind off of it. Is the problem. That is the problem. Yep. Alright peeps, I found some on a raid. Gonna send you over to Domino playing on the LPMT server. And that's gonna be it from me, I'm so sorry. But thank you as always peeps. We'll be back here on Saturday. Thank you to everyone who subscribed, resubscribed, donated and cheered. As always, I appreciate your support. And yeah, hit the raid button in chat. And I'll see you on the next one. Ciao for now. Bye bye.